Addressing it early and quickly is the most cost-saving tip to any moisture issue. My name is Jerry Tindall. I own Patch Pro Drywall. So in cases where you've had a moisture leak, there's been what we call the dry out phase. So you've removed the leaked area, the big damage area, and then you've corrected the leak. So you've gotten whatever, the roof reflashed or whatever's been repaired, the plumber came out and fixed the leaky drain. You no longer have moisture coming. There's kind of some things that happen in this dry out period. One is you want to make sure during that whole dry out period, air's moving through there and drying it out. And at that point, you're going to be testing with your meter. If you have one, you can be doing it visually, but the meter's the best way to do it, and making sure all the lumber's drying out and making sure everything's drying out. Drywall is a tricky issue with that because if you've saturated drywall, it will dry out. But there's a saturation point in insurance agency use and we use that once beyond a certain percent, and for our meters you can't take this, but 20, 30%, 18%, those percentage of readings, we want to cut that drywall out. It's not going to recover from that moisture. So something that's sitting in the 13, 15, 16% and it's still attached really well and didn't cause a warp or a sag from the moisture, that's going to recover okay, and we'll check it at the end of dry out to assure that it recovered. We're never going to close something up hoping it recovers. So during the dry out phase, we'll remove anything with excessive moisture, or if it's been bowed, it doesn't straighten back out. It creates that new hold and it's gonna never come back. So you need to cut out anything that has excessive moisture, and then at dry out phase, when that's completed, check everything, make sure it's all secure and attached, there's no more moisture, and put it back together. So when our customers call us and they have like leaks or things happening, they usually say, I've got a leak in my roof, I want to know what to do. Our drywall is damaged. And so sometimes we're the first call from customers before they even know what caused it. So we're asked a lot of questions. Where would this leak come from? How's this happening? And we're not really a professional in that world. So when we notify something's leaking from the roof, we can't tell the customer how, why, and what the repair is, because that's not our expertise. But we're there, and so we're saying, you're gonna wanna consult with a professional roofer, get this fixed, and then we're gonna come in afterwards and give you a total estimate and take care of it, inspect that it's been taken care of. Some of the questions we're asked is, how hard is it to repair these things? Can I do it myself? How come it costs so much to do a drywall repair? But when you're doing moisture meters, you're doing proper inspections, those take time, and so that adds to the cost. But we're always asked those kinds of questions, and what's causing it is the biggest one, and so that takes an inspection and investigation and spending some time with the customer, not just a quick phone call. We get called all the time about, can you really match texture? Our insurance company saying we have to skim coat the whole house. We get asked, how do we know you're gonna match it? Because a lot of times we're saying custom match texture, and that customer has to trust that. So they want to know how we're going to do it, what kind of warranty do we have in place for making sure they're happy when we're done. We get asked, how often damages happen. One of the fun questions that has nothing to do with business, but we get asked all the time is, what causes everyone else's holes? I got this one from a leak, but what else have you seen? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? So telling the stories about drywall has always been fun. One house was about to go on the market, and a kid was playing basketball. For whatever reason, they had an indoor basketball hoop, and he was boxing out his dad and went right through the wall the day before they were coming to take photos for the real estate listing. And so we had to get in there, fix everything, and then they came in as though it never happened. But we get asked questions all the time about what caused them, and that's kind of more of the fun, because everyone's human, stuff happens, and holes get in the wall. If I have homeowners that are having leaks and they're concerned about cost and budget, the things I want to tell and communicate to them is, hire someone who's a known professional, who uses moisture meters, who uses practices that are going to assure, one, they fix the problem. Also, when they're that professional, they're going to fix it efficiently. They're going to know the quickest way and the cheapest way to fix it. And then the other part with using a professional is they're going to get it right the first time. So if you have someone else in there when you're worried about cost and they're not doing their homework with the meters, or they're not doing the work that the professional's going to do, you could end up with more damage down the road and paying 2 to 3 times for that damage to get fixed correctly. And we see this a lot where the roofer said it was good, the drywaller fixed it without doing his homework, and the leak was still there and it leaked back. So now they're paying for that same drywall and paint repair twice, when if they're hiring someone who's asking these questions, using a moisture meter, doing their due diligence prior to doing the work, that's a sign of a good contractor who's going to help you out. And if you're worried about cost in general and you have to do it yourself, picking up a moisture meter online or something like that to check your moisture, cut it out, and make sure you're doing it in a dry and fully professional manner. Even if you're doing it at home, is a good practice. But addressing it early and quickly is the most cost-saving tip to any moisture issue.